What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am very excited. Today we are going to be doing a new video in my must have must gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. If you happen to shop through a link that has an asterisk behind it, that means that it is an affiliated link. Shopping through it will give me a small commission. If you do, I truly appreciate it. Otherwise, it's absolutely no big deal at all. I'm just happy that you took the time to sit here and watch this video that I worked so hard on, you know? So, makeup look that is on my face today. I did record it. I have the basket still right here. This is going to be my first face with my Sephora makeup haul from the Sephora savings event, whatever. That will be coming up. This look will be coming up, I want to say on, did I say on Friday, Saturday? I put a community post. If you don't know how to get to the community tab on my channel, you can go from either a computer or from a phone. You can't do it on like any tablets or whatever. Basically, just go to my channel and instead of going to home or videos, just scroll over and you will see a tab that says community. So I plan to get this makeup look uploaded on Saturday. If I am able to receive my last order before or after Saturday, then maybe sometime I'll either do like a double video, but definitely by next week you will also have a haul of all the things that I picked up during that sale. I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a more collective haul because I have not only that, I have some stuff from Ulta that I picked up during like their spring clearance sale. I also have a Yes Style haul. So there's quite a few things that I want to just showcase for you all, just so that you know what I have and what I will be testing out behind the scenes. So yeah, there's that. I also do have clothes that I want to showcase to you all as well, but I'm in a bit of a disarray. I'm not going to hold you up. And I'm also kind of trying to get myself back into the swing of filming while some other things have kind of drastically slowed down in my life. So please bear with me as always. And yeah, I will have this video for this face tutorial link down below as soon as it goes live. And yeah, like I said, check out the community tab. I am trying to get back into the swing of not only filming and uploading 3 times a week, but also putting it on the community tab so you guys know what to look forward to. Alrighty, so let me go over to the side and we will get into it. Something that I'm pretty sure I just skipped the last time I did this video was the fact that MAC released some new eyeshadow palettes. In this, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 different kind of color schemes. 2 that look to have maybe 20 shades, and the others all have 6 shades. I think this is good for MAC. I am really excited for the direction that MAC is going. I don't know that these are available at Ulta, but I will say if these were, I could definitely see me picking up one of these just to try out MAC's formula again. I've tried one palette from them in the very distant past and I did not enjoy it. That's why it's no longer in my collection. But I find that MAC is really coming out with some solid products lately, and I want to support them. So I want to see if this is available, and if I'm able to, I would love to do a full face of MAC. I've never had a full face of MAC because I just was never into MAC. And especially when I was coming into makeup, MAC was not like the high ticket item, the like you have to have her type of brand. So yeah, very excited for these. Maybe some of the more neutral color schemes. Like I like the one in the top left corner. And then the last like 6 pan that is on the right bottom. I like that. Maybe even the one above it. So I would love to see not only how expensive these are. Oh, they're $34 for the smaller pans or the smaller quantity of shadows, and then for the bigger ones they're $54. So yeah, I would be intrigued. I would love to see if somebody's maybe reviewed them already as well. So Stay tuned on that. Martine Cosmetics has come out with a new collection, and this is their Moolah collection, so basically money. I love the concept of this collection. I think it's really, really cool. They have the eyeshadow palette, they have liquid lipsticks, eyeliners, and of course the full collection is available for $130.88 approximately. I like it. I do. Is this something that's going to make me pull the trigger on this brand? No. I want to try this brand, I really do, but I want to try this brand with a smaller curation of colors. So I still won't be trying them, but I definitely would love to hear if you are interested. Something that came across my newsfeed because I'm actually interested in trying this brand's brushes is the fact that Anise Beauty has come out with a brush cup. And so basically what they can do is not only put the brushes inside, but you can also put the brushes on the outside perimeter, and it's like flexible and stuff. I think this is really cool. Apparently there are only limited quantities available. I don't even know if these are still available, but I just really like the concept of this, and this could be really cool for you to like keep your dirty brushes in that cup, and then when you're ready you can take it to clean and all of that. So that's what I really love about this particular kind of product, and yeah, I like it. I do. So Bondi Sands is coming out with a new kind of self-tanning foam. It is their 1 hour kind of express formulation, but in this one they have different undertones available. I've never self-tanned at all. I know there are some people of my complexion and darker that do self-tan, and from what I can tell, they do it to kind of make sure that their full body is kind of one tone, and that makes sense. I've just never done it, and I will say this, for me, I feel like I tend to go from 0 to 100 in new categories if I think that they are of value to me. And so I don't want to even honestly try this category because I don't want to think or find that it is valuable and then find another reason to spend money. I'm intrigued. Don't get me wrong. I'm genuinely intrigued, but I don't know. And now they're showcasing it on a darker skin model. I'm thoroughly intrigued to see what would happen, and especially like my chest. I am never outside with a shirt that exposes my chest for long enough that it actually ever matches my face. Absolutely never. And so like this would be the one area that I would like full on fully tan, but it would just be intriguing to like try a self tanner, wouldn't it? Let me know if you would love to see a video of me doing that. I feel like that would just be a cool video and a concept just to see like, what does it do? How would it be useful? How do you apply? Because I've never applied it, obviously. I know it's like a whole thing where you have to apply an even layer and you need a mitt so that your hand doesn't get the self tanner, all of that. But like, let me know if you're my complexion or deeper and you've done self tanner. What are your recommendations? How do you do it? Let me know. So Kiko Milano has come out with a new collection. This is their Beauty Roar collection. They have a whole lot of stuff. It's Kiko Milano, right? So they come out with a stupid amount of things. Some of the things that they have, it looks like cream contours and bronzers, some eyeshadow palettes, maybe some cheek palettes, some colorful mascaras, some lip balms, maybe even some serums, all of that. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm not going to sit here and say all of them. I tend not to personally pick up from Kiko Milano because they do not ever provide products that are going to work on my skin tone. And I'm not mad at it. It's just a fact. But I do like to talk about them because in the event that you are watching me and you have a lighter complexion and you're interested in Kiko Milano, I want to make sure that you know the products that are new and available. So yeah, this is the collection that's new and available from them. I'm gonna easily pass though. So this is a collection that I actually did want to pick up, and last time I saw on their page they said that it is not available. Let me see if it is available. Oh, I see. Okay, so basically their pre-order is now closed and it will officially be launching on June 9th. That sucks because I really I was gonna buy it like right now, but basically this is a collaboration between I think she was previously Army, so a veteran owned Black owned business and a TikToker that I actually really enjoy. She's actually currently in the army, I want to say. And she got really famous because she does a lot of amount of gel in her hair, and then also her husband is like really grumpy or whatever. I really like this collection. I pretty much want to buy the whole collection to support both of them. I also have been meaning to actually buy Ashley's hair gel. I just keep forgetting. So those are two things that I'm definitely going to be picking up. I hate that I didn't realize that this pre-order, I didn't pay attention to the post. I just said when I was going to do this video, I would buy it. And that's what I typically do. Just because I'm so busy sometimes, So I don't know if the collection as one whole bundle will be available when the official launch is, but you can buy separate items during the launch in June. And yeah, like I said, I personally want to go ahead and pick up everything. I want to really support both women. So that is going to be on my list. I'm going to put that in my calendar. Hopefully I'll remember. And if I get any more information on the time or whatever, I will have it down below. But I just really want to support both women. And hopefully even when I go back to do links, I will actually just go ahead and buy Ashley's gel. I've been meaning to buy the gel. I forgot. So yeah, there's that. Another thing that I intend to buy, actually no, I went on the website last night and some of the things that I wanted from the website aren't available. So I will be buying some things, but I will not be buying it immediately. This is the Lethal Cosmetics Wildflower collection. So in this collection, they have a beautiful eyeshadow palette, 4 blushes, and 4 kind of lip creams, I want to say, or liquid lipsticks. No, yeah, they're lip creams. So for me, I love everything about this collection. I really do. I love the tones of shadows in the palette. I love the variety and blushes available and the lip creams. I personally, of course, you know, I want that yellow blush, and I didn't even realize that is a yellow glowy blush. So there is a light gold pearl in that shade. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I know I have maybe 2 pans from this range from them, and I want to say that I thought they were good, not great, but I love yellow blushes. That is a thing for me, bar none. If I see a yellow blush, I'm going to pick it up. This is a yellow blush, so I want to pick it up. And I also am intrigued by another couple of colors. Maybe I'll look in that palette, because if I have the shade that I thought I needed, that is actually currently out of stock, then I can make my order now when I'm doing my links, because that's generally when I make my orders that I'm interested in during these videos. As for the lip creams, I'm honestly not interested in them. I know I've heard good things, but I'm not interested. I've been really sticking to like glowy lips, lip balms, stuff like that. They're just easy to apply, easy to wear. And when you need to, you can just reapply without a mirror if you don't have access to one. So my big thing in this collection is I want the dandelion blush. I would not hate to have the pansy blush as well. That one just looks beautiful. So yeah, those are going to be the 2 things. Like I said, I think the eyeshadow palette is pretty, but I just don't need it. I just don't need it. So I'm not going to get it. Zit Sticker is already showcased and I believe already launched the new kind of product that they said was going to change the game. And this is their acne strength patch that is supposed to work to reduce your acne in 2 hours. And this is at the early stages of a zit. So you know when you start to get a bump that's like sensitive, probably about that stage is when you need to put this application on for the 2 hours, and it will drastically kind of reduce that product. I don't use these ever, just because for me, you know, if I have a zit, if I have a pimple, so be it. It is what it is. But I also don't get them very regularly anymore. I don't know, I guess my skincare as well, or even just hereditary. Neither of my parents really have like adult acne, and I think adult acne is hereditary. Don't quote me on that. But either way, I don't have it very regularly. So not something that I need to know about, but who knows? You may need it, and I hope if you do that it works for you. So there's another tinted skin tint coming out, and this is from Alley Alley-oop. And I've never heard of this brand at all, but this is basically a skin tint that has available colors. I don't know if this brand is a K-beauty brand or what. This was just showcased on Motivate the Earth. There's quite the range though, I will say that, which is quite impressive. I wish that there was some shades in between, but you know, to each its own on that. For me, I'm gonna pass. I'm very happy with the skin tints that I have. I've picked up quite a few foundations lately. I want to kind of really, so for me, I really want to kind of dive into some of the foundations that I've recently picked up or been sent. And so for this isn't something that's really catching my attention enough to pull me to pick it up instead. Tarte Cosmetics has also come out with a faux freckle pen, and I used to be into freckle pens. I have like 2 or 3 in my collection still, mainly because I don't think they go bad and I like them. I just don't really wear freckles as much as I used to. This pen, I don't really get the concept of it, but I mean, I'm sure it works. But I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass, and I'm sure there's a YouTuber or two that I follow, because there are quite a few YouTubers that I still follow that are actively still doing the faux freckle trend. There's some other new releases now available at Sephora. We have the YSL New Halo Tint Highlighter. We have the Maison Louis Marie Perfume, and then Beauty Blender has also come out with a new primer. All of these look good. I'm sure they'll be very useful and intriguing to some people. For me right now, I'm good on all of these. They're just not something of interest, or honestly, I would have picked them up during the Sephora savings event. Benefit is not only coming out with those blush duos that I talked about before, but they're also coming out with these lip balms. Like I said, I think right now the idea of a lip balm or something glowy and easy and effortless to apply is just trending overall. And it makes sense during the summer, during the spring. Nobody wants to sit there and have like a matte opaque lip product. They want something easy to apply and go about, you know, their activities outside. For me right now, I have a lot of these. I really do. Don't get me wrong, I'm actually getting through quite a few and I'm very proud of myself for that. But I just don't need these right now. They're 21 euros, so they're probably going to be somewhere around 25 to maybe $30. And so for that price, I just don't need to bring this in. Another thing that I'm just not going to be bringing in is this Colored Rain Skin Stick multi-use foundation. This is basically, like they said, a multi-use foundation. I think at one point they were saying this was going to be like their cream bronzer. I just am not going to pick this up personally because of the formulation. It has like coconut oil and some other things in there. I don't think I've ever had a bad reaction to that product. But I can't knowingly say that there was a product that I put on my face that had coconut oil. I know I've used coconut oil in the past in my hair, but I just don't feel like I need to chance it. Once again, I have so many new foundations right now and just foundations that I'm enjoying and I want to get through, etc., that I just don't want to bring that one in. So the Fenty Beauty perfume is now available in the travel size. I think last year they released it in like sample sizes and you were able to pick up like, I want to say 3 samples sizes at a time. I did take the splurge and pick it up at that point. And in that point, I was able to say that I didn't think it worked, but from what I remember, like nose wise, a lot of people were saying that it smells like musky and stuff. I didn't smell that. I smell a lot of white florals, but since trying the perfume in that spray, I've been able to kind of be okay with white florals. So I must say, I am actually intrigued to potentially pick this up. It is $39, and I feel like for me, I'm okay with picking up a travel size. I've really been steering towards that, where I pick up a travel size. If I use it within a certain amount of time, then I know it's for me. Otherwise, I know I don't need it. And so, yeah, this is definitely something that I'm interested in picking up, but pretty much only if it's available at Ulta or if it's available on the Fenty website when she has one of her good sales. Like, because she does, I said Ulta. Yeah, Fenty is at Ulta. Duh. But she also does like 30% off sales now. So there is that. Also, Sol de Janeiro is now coming out with some better packaging where you can actually do refillable bum creams. I really like this idea. There are a lot of people where the bum cream is a staple for them during the summer, spring, all of that. It's a fantastic scent. I actually have it on my fragrance tray along with the spray. And so, yeah, I'm very excited about this. I haven't finished my first Bum Cream, of course, but I'm hopeful that in the future they continue to bring this packaging to all of their scents so that I can kind of pick up newer scents in this better packaging. And if I love them enough to get through them and I want to repurchase, I can just get the refill instead. Ace Beauté has come out with some new palettes. This is their floral collection, and quite a few YouTubers already have been sent this in PR and they've already done videos. So definitely just search the collection name in YouTube and you'll find quite a few YouTubers I'm sure that you follow that have showcased this collection. I'm not gonna lie, I hate the pans, so that's truly the only reason I'm not picking up any of these. It's truly just the packaging. I hate the pans, and yes, that is unnecessary to like feel, but I have a lot of makeup, right? So I can be critical and I can be choosy and picky on things as such as pan size, pan quantity, whatever. So for me, that is going to be a pass. Hourglass has come out with another ambient lighting palette, and this one is in Diffused Rose. In this one, you have a finishing powder, a blush, and a highlighter. I have, I think now, 2 Hourglass palettes. The one that I have is, I want to say, their ambient palette 3, which is purely for darker skin complexions. I love that palette. It is beautiful. I don't need this. I honestly don't think that half of these things are going to work for me, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. Something I do have, and it's on the way to me, is the extension of the House Lab Lip Le Monster crayons. So I picked up one of these crayons when she did her rebrand years ago. A year ago, whenever she did her rebrand, I picked up one of these shades because I was so excited, and you guys really loved that video. That video really blew up for my channel in particular. So I picked up the shade that I did because it was the closest to like a neutral toned brown, and that's really honestly the shades that I wear on my lips lately. A neutral brown. That's pretty much all I wear. Well, that shade pulled quite differently on my skin tone than I wanted, and now she's come out with some shades that I think are going to pull perfectly. If I remember correctly, I picked up the shade Honey Matte, which of course has a slight yellow undertone to it. So I am thoroughly excited, like so excited, and who knows, maybe I'll pick up some more shades in the range. I just had already spent so much during the Sephora sale, and then I already had another cart which was getting quite expensive that I didn't want to buy too many, but I will say House Labs is starting to become a brand that is slowly getting some really good products that I particularly find to be favorites. So very excited to receive this product and to try it out. Some other new products are coming from Glossier, and they are coming out with their liquid lipsticks, and I guess the range is called G Suit. So there are quite a few tones. There is a neutral brown in there. Who knows if this comes available at Sephora, and I see some swatches and this is something that I'm interested in, maybe. I don't really do a lot of liquid lipsticks though anymore. Pretty much my liquid lipsticks just sit in my corner. I'm really just using my bullet lipsticks, my shiny satin lipsticks, and my lip glosses. Those are really where it's at for me right now. So I don't know if it would be useful to pick this up, but maybe I could do the kind of ombre popsicle kind of effect with this as they showcased in one of the models, and I would enjoy it. Something that is not new but is now being showcased at Trim Mood is these Queen Musea lipsticks. I don't really know how to say the brand's name. I really think that these were cool. I've seen them showcased now from Angelica and from Heather, and I think they're cool. They're just not a shade in here that I particularly want, so that's why I never picked one up. So I'm going to continue to pass. Something that is actually currently in my cart, I already need to go to Ulta because, long story short, I no longer have my oil that I just picked up. So I need to get a new oil, and I was thinking I could swatch these in store to see what shade I think I would get the most use out of. These are their cream blushes, or liquid blushes, I apologize. They have had a lot of sponsorships from people that I follow. So I've seen these showcased a lot, and they all look beautiful. So I'm very excited and very intrigued. I will definitely be picking up at least one or two of these to test out personally. Chantecaille has come out with their Cosmos collection, in which they have a highlighter, a bronzer, and some lip cheeks. I think these are cute. There's a reason that Chantecaille continues to be able to showcase and release the products that they do at the rates that they do. I think the products are decent. I have one, and it's extremely expensive, but I absolutely love it and I cherish it. But I don't think I need any of these, and especially, like I said, for the amount of money that I spent at Sephora recently, I think I need to chill a little bit when it comes to makeup. Something that I'm happy I'm not interested in is this Mickey Mouse and Spectrum collection. I think this is cool. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Their makeup bags are great. I have the Winnie the Pooh makeup bag, and that is pretty much the only bag that I need to use all of my makeup in. I do have a separate bag when I travel for my skincare, but I just love the bag. It holds so much. It doesn't look like it, but it holds enough for me for like a full face during a week or so of travel, because I don't need a lot of different options when I'm traveling, because generally I have one like look that I'm going for, you know? So either way, I like it. I don't need anything, and I'm very, very happy about that. Here we go with Issa Maya again, coming out with a new shade in their Sheer Lipstick Balm in Flamingo. I don't wear pinky lips. I also am not the one to really need to have such a interesting packaging, so easy pass for me. ColourPop is coming out with quite a few things. Right now I'm going to be talking about their liquid eyeshadows. These are in their multichrome kind of finish. I think these are good for those who have never been able to have multichromes because they're so expensive and they enjoy them. I don't think I'm going to pick anything up, but then again, I said I wasn't going to pick up any of the shadow sticks. They were available at Ulta when I made an Ulta order, so I picked one up. Maybe if once again these are available at my local Ulta and I can pick them up, sure. I could see me getting use out of the shade Decode because that is of course a brown, but who knows, who knows. I don't intend to pick it up, but if it's available, I see it, what you gonna do? Lisa Eldridge is coming out with a skincare range where she has a cleanser, an exfoliating cleanser, and exfoliating cloths. I actually wouldn't hate to try those cloths. I'd be intrigued to see kind of what they do and how they work. It's a dual-sided cloth with the soft microfiber side, perfect for the full face of cleansing, and the other side is good for a deep cleanse and a gentle exfoliation. I don't really use my cloths for that. For me, what I use my cloths for is to kind of take off the strip of makeup that I've loosened up with my cleanser. So I don't know if those would be helpful for me. I'll probably wait to see other people review it and see how they feel. Something else that is interesting, and let's talk about it and then I'll say why it's so interesting to me. NARS is coming out with their Afterglow liquid blushes. So this is supposed to be a lightweight skincare infused liquid blush. It is supposed to give you a natural radiant glow, buildable, transfer resistant. You're supposed to be able to layer all of that. 8-hour hydration, vegan, skin looking, whatever. $32. So I would have picked this up if this was available during the sale that just happened at Sephora. If I had to choose a shade that I'd be interested in based on the cheek swatches, I would say that I'd be more interested in their shade Coral Peach. It looks like it's more impactful and a kind of more of a shade that I would get use out of. That said, this was really interesting to me because it reminded me of when I was like actively still watching Jackie Aina and when she was actively still posting on YouTube, where I would see her literally putting on cream and liquid blush and I'd be like, girl, that's not going to work on your skin. But at that time, her skincare routine was just already set. So her skin, yes, although combination wasn't extremely as bad as it was maybe before. And then also, you know, the way she applied it, I just remember lusting after that thing, but knowing that it was not going to work for me. So I'm intrigued, not only because I think that shade looks really, really pretty, but I would also love to then pick up their other version of cream or liquid blush and just compare it. I would love to. So definitely something that I can see me doing in the future. Another product that I'm actually interested in, this is a soft matte cream concealer from Playing by Makeup in Yolando. This is in a compact, and that would be the one thing that would stop me. I feel like she's calling this a concealer, but it's pretty much a foundation. She says that it's waterproof and it gives you a soft matte finish with full coverage, and it comes available to choose from 19 shades. I'd be intrigued. I really would. The way that she applied it, and I've seen it applied in all of the kind of advertisement that she's done, you do one swipe and it pretty much will go throughout the whole face. Very similar to my opinion to this foundation. This is actually what I'm wearing today, and I did not have to use a lot of foundation. For me, you guys know I generally do about 3 pumps. I think for that one I did maybe 2.5, if that. So it'll be interesting to see when that becomes available, how it does. I would love to try it. It says that it's for all skin types and that it's not drying, long wear, full coverage, soft matte, water resistant. I would just love to try it. I would love to see kind of how it works for me. And especially because of the packaging, like how would I actually like the idea of applying it, you know? So very, very interesting. It looks like La Bouge Rouge is coming out with stick blushes and highlighters. And these look interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of the brand, but these look interesting. They kind of look like, what is that brand that people love? Not Chantecaille. They're on Sephora. They're stupid expensive. They're in the luxury realm. I can't think of the brand's name, but this has the very, very similar packaging. They're $45 each. And yeah, that's significantly cheaper than the others. Though the brand that I'm trying to think of, I'll have it flash across the screen. Those are like in the 80s for a similar product to this. So yeah, I'd be very, very interested. Something that is already available on the Sephora and Ulta sites to like save is the concealer and corrector from Natasha Denona. Now, I never had a concealer from her range, but I must say I am intrigued. I really am. I feel like there is something to be said for makeup artists coming out with their collection and their ranges and really taking their time to release products, because they really know how these products apply, blend, and work on skin. So I'd be very, very intrigued. I know there are going to be quite a few people who do reviews, so I'm not really too concerned with like getting this first and doing reviews. I'll watch their review. If it's good, then I'll pick it up. I've gotten quite a few concealers lately, and for me, that's a lot. I generally don't keep a lot of concealers on deck. The brand It's Brown Girl Jane has come out with their Discovery set, and this is new. This brand has been pulling a storm because of their one scent. I can't think of it, but it's the more cashmere, like calming scent. And now they have a Discovery set. So I do want to go ahead and pick this up. And I know a couple other people have been interested in this brand. So I wanted to let you guys know that they have a Discovery set in the event that you are interested in picking it up yourself. Pleasing, which is Harry Styles' brand, has come out with some more nail polishes. These all look fine. I'm not a huge Harry Styles fan. I don't even know if I've listened to any of his music. I probably have, just like in passing, but I know I haven't downloaded any for like my personal pleasure. So this is just not something that I need. I'm going to continue to pass. Another collection from ColourPop is their Lavender collection. To me, this looks like the same. I feel like they've done this time and time again with this eyeshadow palette, with the highlighter, with everything, honestly, in this collection. Nothing to me is interesting, intriguing. I think for me, I'm going to go ahead and continue to pass. Guerlain is already showcasing their fall collection for 2023. And this is all neutrals. I love the lipsticks, the eyeshadows. It all looks really, really cute. For me, I can't even lie. The lipsticks are what's really pulling me, because why? There is a yellow based brown. In the top middle, there's a yellow based brown. You know I want to try that. I don't even know where Guerlain is. Like, where is their makeup retailed? Is it in Sephora? I'm going to try and look real quick, because I am like, I am a clown when it comes to this type of product. They do. They have lip products. Right now, I don't think they have it. So I see a shade on Sephora that it's a different, it looks very similar, but I don't think that it is the satin. I don't think it's the same one. It looks similar. It looks like maybe the matte equivalent to what's available, but I want it. I want it. And I think there is a store near me. No, they said online only. That sucks. That royally sucks. But I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I really am. It's $36 for this lipstick. Good Lord. It better be perfect. Perfect. And then the last thing I'm going to be talking about today is from Tarte. This is their Shape Tape Radiant Concealer. I guess this was available, I think, only at QVC at a point, and I think now it's available everywhere. I don't need this type of concealer. For me, I want something that's a little bit more natural, not radiant. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So yeah, there are definitely some things that I'm interested in. There are definitely things that I'm like, okay, your girl is good. I don't need it. But yeah, I will have everything listed down below and linked along with my top, because I feel like you guys have been really enjoying seeing the links to any clothes that you guys can actually see that I'm wearing in these videos. Like I said, I will have this full face available Saturday. And in the meantime, on Friday, I will have another video coming up. I need to actually refilm that, but it's all good. And it's going to be my shop my stash. I have like a top drawer shop my stash type of situation. So I want to go ahead and showcase that stuff to you guys as well. And yeah, we're going to just keep rocking. Like I said, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.